Hey guys, I have a question for you, especially all of you out there who own or run a restaurant. And it is, would you eat at your restaurant? I wanted to come on and ask this question because I think it's a really important one for all of us in this space, especially leaders in this industry, to be asking ourselves daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, annually. I want people to fully understand where their gaps are in their business. And by asking yourself, would you yourself choose your restaurant, your cafe, your bar, your hotel, your business to be the one that you would go to? So without shame, without guilt, answer that question. And if the answer is no, then let's identify why the answer is no. And I think that in itself is such a key practice for us to be doing in this industry is without shame and without guilt, looking at what are the gaps in our space and then filling them in with appropriate systems. I feel like it's so important for us to recognize where we are lacking and then facilitating the change. It's so easy for us in any business, but I think especially in this dynamic industry of hospitality to make excuses and pass the buck a bit and kind of blame others. But when do we take a look at ourselves and what we're doing as leaders and what we're not doing in our business? And it's almost like asking yourself, would you date you? And that's something I heard on a podcast a while ago, a podcast called Mood Prep. Check it out. But the question was, would you date yourself? And the exact same question can be asked about your business. Would you go into your business? You have so many restaurants to choose from in the city. Would yours be the one that you would choose? And don't make this a ego thing either and have it be a very bloated, yes, of course I would because whatever. That in itself says a lot as well. So when you take a look honestly at where you're at with your business or your life, you should be able to recognize the spots where you need to improve. And that's what I want to start doing more with myself and my business, but also my clients as I help them move forward. So ask yourself, would you eat at your restaurant? And if the answer is no, then ask yourself, what would you need to do to be the restaurant that you would want to go to yourself? Then, when you recognize those issues, you fill in those gaps, you set in the systems, and you move forward. And here's the thing, all of this work, all the stuff that I do with my clients and I want to do with my clients, I have to understand, and they do as well, that there is no finish line to this, meaning there is no perfect restaurant. It doesn't exist. Michelin star or not, there is no perfect restaurant. We need to understand that. But what we can do, again, is ask ourselves the question, hold ourselves to a higher standard, fill in those gaps that exist, and then move forward. So I challenge you, ask yourself, and let me know in the messages below, would you dine at your own restaurant? Would you choose your business? Or if you want to look at it from a dating standpoint, would you date you? Thank you guys so much for supporting me and this podcast and what I'm doing. It means the absolute world to me. I want you guys to have an amazing day. Go out there, be ridiculously good to each other, work extremely hard, and I'll see you next time for a brand new episode. I'm out.